180. Hey, 18.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got 4.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yep.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
53, ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down now, it's Cohen, and an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10.
Hey, ball. Check. General West.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. No.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike's 40. Check.
Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First down, Lions.
Set. Get a 20.
I got you, Pop.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53, ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Ready.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He may try and run for the... And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago! Mitchell Trubisky on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0.
Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
11, 11.
40, check, he's coming, he's coming. Watch the pass.
Hey, orbit.
40, Mike, 40. All right, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check. Zebra. Crunch.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You got it.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ran. Hey, wahoo.
throw for it with Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down. Trubisky now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
28, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 76 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a real...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I got you, boy. I got you.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
At the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They go to Johnson again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Shit. Hey, switch gears. Give me radar.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Slam, slam, slam. Six guy, check 6 guy.
Alert. Like 7.
Now Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The first down carry here for Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 40, Mike 40. Here I come. Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aaron Lynch just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Why? Get
Like 7.
From the gun, Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, Gee.
Alert, 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 alert.
Is the mic. Squeeze.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Trubisky to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
65.
Now it's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw on third down. Stafford, he's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
180. 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you down.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just outside his own goal line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offense